Hey everyone, just in a quick video on my 86 Fiero. Getting ready for a Fieros of San Diego run tomorrow Saturday up and down PCH between San Diego and Oceanside, so I'm just doing some cleanup. Just want to talk a bit about some of the features of this thing as far as maintenance goes. I was having a chat with a friend about this, and he was talking about having to raise or drop the engine to get at spark plug number 5. So I wanted to do a little video here and tell you about my process for doing it. I've done a spark plug change once since I've owned the vehicle, and it's not time for another one yet, so I won't show you the maintenance. But when we get to it, so we have 3 plugs on the front, down here, 1, 2, and 3, and 3 plugs on the back, 1, 2, and 3. And as you can see, that space down in there to get to the plugs is super tight. So getting at those plugs back there to change them is a challenge. And I've got some people that say, well, I only changed the 3 in the front. Well, what good is that? There's a 6-cylinder in here. So you can reach in from the edge here and get one here, and the edge here and get one here, but it's the guy right down here that's really tough to get to. When I did do the change on it, I could tell that the one plug back in there, someone, they either didn't change it, or if they did, they just barely squeaked it in finger tight, maybe, so it was leaking oil all down in the back there. It was pretty messy, so part of that change job was we got that cleaned up. Anyhow, so you can raise the engine out or drop it down or wherever you want. Never done that myself. I don't have the equipment for it. But the other option is take the hatch off, which it's a little bit of a pain, but not too bad. There's some bolts on the side here, one there and one here. And the only trick to that is before doing so, because the whole mechanism is on a spring down in here, you don't want to take the hatch off without at least being prepared that something could spring up and crush your back window. That's what I've read anyway. And replacing the back window here is even harder than taking the hatch on or off. So they recommended putting a 2x4 back here just to prevent the spring thing from popping up and hitting the window. My experience though was by taking the bolts off here, that the hatch slid right out, and this mechanism here that holds it in, which is part of the spring loading piece, it's retained. It didn't spring anywhere. I put a 2x4 in anyway, but it wasn't necessary. Once the hatch was out, there was plenty of space back here to reach in with small hands or a tool to get to that number 5 spark plug right in the back there. And it was good to go. That's it for now.